My fiance doesn't want to help out at home because he is not a maid, and he thinks that he is above me. I am done with him. So last Tuesday, I injured my neck and shoulder. I can't move my neck, my arm, or my shoulder at all without excruciating pain. It's still causing issues a week later. I've been to the doctors and they told me all I can do is rest it, use heat packs, and no lifting or strenuous exercise. I'm currently in a sling to keep it stable. So in light of this, I asked my fiance for more help around the house. I'm usually the one doing the cleaning and tidying. The main jobs I need help with is the cat litter and laundry, as I can't bend down to clean the litter and I can't lift all the laundry. Our cat has been sick recently, so it's really important we check his litter and clean it every day to let our vet know of any issues. I've been trying to do it myself, but fiance keeps telling me to stop and that he'd do it. The problem is that nothing has been done. He had 6 days off work, not a holiday, and promised he'd deal with the stack of household jobs that piled up. Nothing got done at all. No laundry, no cat litter, no tidying. I wasn't trying to nag at him and annoy him, so I went to do it myself, and he got annoyed and told me to sit down, said that he'd handle it, but he never did. I'm sat here losing my mind because me trying to do these jobs has made my shoulder worse, and there's nothing to show of it, cause he stopped me doing the jobs. I think the worst part is that he keeps complaining about the lack of clean laundry as if he didn't say for a week straight that he'd get it done. I have been asking him to do these jobs, especially the cat-related ones, but there's always an excuse or I'll do it later, but it's just lead to me doing it anyway and annoying him by doing it myself. He's at work today, so I'm gonna just get this shit done. Every time I've brought up how I'm frustrated that he keeps saying he'll do these jobs and doesn't do them. He says I'm overreacting and that he'll get it done. Am I overreacting? I'm gonna do the jobs myself today anyway and hope that my shoulder doesn't get worse. But I just wanna know if I'm overreacting by losing my mind over this. Update 1. I spoke to my fiance after he got back from work yesterday about how I've been feeling this past week since being injured. I told him I wasn't feeling very respected and that I didn't feel as if I had been given a chance to relax and heal in a filthy environment. It didn't go over well. Straight away, he was on the defensive saying he's not a slave, that he doesn't feel respected because I haven't been helping him with cleaning, while simultaneously saying that I can't help him clean because of my injury. I asked him why I have to repeatedly ask him to do one thing over and over again before it gets done. He said he just forgets. I told him that his constantly saying he'll get stuff done and then forgetting can feel manipulative. He agreed, then half an hour later denied ever agreeing. Anyways, I tried suggesting ways that he can remember to do the stuff I ask him to do, whether it's by leaving post-it notes, setting reminders on his phone, etc. He said he didn't want to do those things because he doesn't want to be treated like a baby. I told him that I constantly have to remind him over and over. I constantly telling him what he needs to do is me babying him, and I'm not doing it anymore. I told him he's an adult and needs to manage his shot. If that means setting a reminder on your phone, then so be it, because I am not a fucking alarm clock or a calendar or his damn mother. I told him if nothing changes, I'm done. Last chance. He did do some laundry, but he only did his laundry. The stuff he needed wanted. BTW, there were no apologies, no plan forward, no nothing. So I think he's gonna get demoted down to boyfriend. Engagement isn't a thing anymore, and I'm gonna get my ducks in a row. Update 2. I told him what I realized about him mirroring his dad's misogynistic views. He didn't freak out or get angry, which was a pleasant surprise. He said he understood, but he doesn't view me as a maid, doesn't view me as below him, and doesn't think he is bringing those ideas home. I told him if you hear the same bullshit day after day, then whether you agree with it or not, eventually it'll be brought home and seep into your personal life. He may not be actively thinking I'm a maid, but he's damn well treating me like one. He admitted that he didn't do any of the chores I asked because he was lazy and cared more that he had a day off work. I put it bluntly, he cared more about himself than me, more about his own desires than my birthday, more about his own energy than my injury. So yeah, he has been viewing himself as above me, that I'm less important than him. Apparently whenever his dad says this misogynistic crap, my fiance's view of him changes for the worst, and that negative change is what he's bringing home. But I told him that makes no sense, considering he started acting and talking exactly like his dad. Anyway, the conversation last night was mainly just to make sure that things stay smooth sailing until all my ducks are in a row to leave. I have a job interview next week, and I'm planning on getting a place once I'm settled in work again. I have a few friends whom I can ask to move in when I get a place to make it easier financially. I most likely won't update in a while. It'll probably be when I've got my place and I'm settled.